From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. is, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Stafford. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Stafford. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on second down. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Jameis now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there. Make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from their own end zone. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Out of the gun, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A first down throw for Winston. Open man downfield is Hill. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a... Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. That's Olave bringing in another one. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jameis again. He completes it to Olave. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Stafford finding Jefferson there. First down, L.A. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Winston. This is caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Winston here to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Wants to try to end the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
On first down, Stafford here. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.